I'm not sure if we're live yet, but if we are, hello, hello, hello. And I'm losing the phone. We're live. Cool, cool, cool. Hey everyone, Dante here. Thanks for joining today. We're going to chat with the Pleiadian Council in a moment, and I hope you enjoy it. Um, Normally, I'm doing these live streams every week, but I've been having needed summer break, and there's so many things happening that but hopefully around the corner I'm going to be into doing the streams weekly or bi-weekly once again. Stay tuned for that, and DanteStarshine.com. You can sign up for the mailing list. I'll send things out on the mailing list. This transmission is really spur of the moment because I happen to have some free time in my busyness today, and the energy was right. So here we are. We will take some questions from the YouTube chat box, but we're not going to have anyone in Zoom today. Just wanted to update the channel a bit and show that I'm still here and I'm still doing this. I just wanted to offer this to everyone, as it wasn't my intention to be gone for as long as it has been. I guess it's been a month. I don't know. But here we are, and I hope you enjoy this transmission. And Michael will be on the other side with some follow-up questions and some other bits. But you can also, write your question in the YouTube chat, and if it really fits this transmission, we will include it today. So enjoy and see you on the other side. Hello, and we say good day to all of you at this moment of your time. We are the Pleiadian Council, and we thank you for allowing this transmission to take place. It is always a gift and a pleasure for us to be able to contact your world and for us to exchange energies in this way. So we thank you, and we hope that you may deepen in your own connection with Source in the way that we do through these reflections. You are in accelerated times on your planet, and as we've always said, the energy continues to accelerate. And as you move through this latter part of your 2024, you will be seeing many things come to a head. Many of you are at crucial turning points right now in your lives. There have been certain things that were revealed to you recently about your identity, about your beliefs, about your relationships, and how these things come together. And now you're being challenged, especially you as light workers who've been on this path for a while, to choose consciously to align with what your heart really needs. Of course, that is what truly excites you, and not choosing out of a nervous sense of obligation what doesn't excite you. This brings you to feel challenged at times in making the increasing number of decisions that are presented for you. And hopefully it becomes your new response that you lean into your heart yes. Understanding your heart yes is another way of following that formula, of acting on your passion. Sometimes people have gotten confused by this term excitement because the untrained mind has a great difficulty distinguishing between excitement and nervousness. They affect your body in similar ways, yet they lead you on different paths. Nervousness can lead you to a feeling of burnout, whereas excitement will lead you to experiences of spontaneous bliss and euphoria. That is part of how you know the difference in terms of the results of the choices you've made. Yet It's in the moment that matters most, because it's in this moment that you choose. Your heart, yes, comes to life when something is truly exciting for you. It is a sensation in your chest, an openness to the heart that comes with curiosity and playfulness, and a sense that you are exactly heading towards what is right for you. There can be apprehension in choosing what's exciting for you, but most of this apprehension comes from beliefs and ideas that tell you that for some reason what is exciting for you is bad, or that you don't deserve that level of excitement and pleasure. And this indeed is one of the big things that needs to change for you in order to move through these pivotal moments in your life. You have to fully believe in your own deservingness of the things that you need and want. And this goes against some of the programming that keeps people stuck in the consensus reality. Many accept the subliminal suggestions that imply that life has to be difficult, life has to be nonstop action and motion, life has to be very controlled, and that you cannot simply be free in your own expression of who you are, that you have to meet certain expectations of others and expectations of cultures and groups around you. And while some of these expectations are well and good and help keep order, many of these expectations keep you in a box where you agree to sameness with those that choose the same sort of homogenous way of being, where humans mimic each other and play the game of who they were taught to be. Remember, you are being asked to be who you really are, to shed the masks and the false presentations, to understand that beneath this, there is great love, joy, bliss, and wonder. And yes, in moving towards this, you must fully embrace that this is what you deserve to experience. When you believe that you deserve to experience it, you can then come to ask yourself, what will it take for me to be in that state of bliss, of gratitude, of wonder, of awe at the sheer magnificence of life? You might have tasted it, be a good pointer to show you what it is you need to be in that state of consciousness. Of course, attaching to your own expectations of fulfilling these needs and wants prevents you from knowing that bliss in the moment. Yet, if you can remember the states of bliss you've experienced, you will know what is most exciting for you. And by prioritizing that and recognizing that you innately deserve that, you will propel yourself forward and beyond those things that might become obstacles, become hindrances, and limit your expression of who you are. In these times, There are many of you who are breaking free more. You are coming to see that many of the organizations and institutions and media sources that you've relied on for so long are not holding your best interests. And you're starting to break free. Others are finding themselves stressed out by the conditions of the world around you. And it's important that you recognize that this reality is a glimmer. You are in one version of this earth plane, and there are an infinite amount of different earth realities. You may attach to your own expectations of how you think the human experience ought to be. And you may attach to your own idea of how the collective consciousness ought to unfold. As you do this, you might project upon the outside world that things are not as they should be. But we must remind you that everything is always exactly as it is meant to be, and it could not be otherwise. You must come to find total acceptance of the world and the state that it's in all of its limitations, in all of its injustices, in all of its failings, in all of its pollution. Not a sort of acceptance that says, do nothing. Absolutely not. It's very important that you work to find solutions for all of the problems of your world, but not from a place of needing the solutions to work. And this is where many people are getting stuck. You attach to the ideas of how the world needs to be, so much so that you forget that the process is the point. And the simple act of doing good unto others can be destroyed when you get in the way and attach to the outcome and invalidate the process itself when things don't go exactly as you planned. Open yourself to see that things are just as they are meant to be. And open yourself to know that you and every other being deserves exactly what they need. You must make up for any sense of deprivation that you've ever felt. Finding the solutions starts with knowing that it is your birthright to thrive and to be in bliss and joy and serenity. And you will be able to attain and maintain that vibration in this lifetime. This is still a time of awakening, and you cannot awaken without recognizing that you've been asleep. And the more you're willing to challenge yourself every day on the little beliefs and the big beliefs, especially, that you've been asleep about, that you've been unconscious of, that you've denied were affecting your experience, will make the biggest difference. This comes with a great level of humility to be able to question and challenge your beliefs. And we hope that you can hold this energy every day. The softer you are in your identification with your beliefs, the more you will be able to continually adapt, as that is what these times will call for. You may experience surges of energy that keep you very stirred and awake and filled with inspiration, followed by moments of intense fear resurfacing, challenging you to go deeper, challenging you to look at what holds you back in your own experience. Open to these experiences and know that as you stay centered in your heart, in the highs and in the lows, keeping yourself always attuned to knowing what your heart's calling is and what presence of energy moves your heart in the moment, you will find that a new level of adaptability, resilience, and joy in spite of challenge moves through you. And as it moves through you, it will move through the world. As this energy ripples out, you will start to see that your resistance to what is has been one of the greatest sources of challenges that you've experienced. And this new state of malleability, of adaptability, coupled with the knowing that your divine birthright is bliss, will bring you to move away from all of the energy drains, false obligations, half truths, and other sorts of distorted energy exchanges that are causing you to leak out of your vessel, which is meant to overflow. We thank you for allowing us to share this message with you, and we hope that it brings you to find that centeredness in your heart, to repair your vessel in that way by maintaining a stable heart awareness throughout your day. This alone is enough to bring about the transformation that you seek. Our great thanks to you, and we ask, is there more that we could illuminate or share about for you on this or other topics?
Yes, thank you so much, Pleiadians. Personally, I can't wait to listen to this again because I felt there was definitely some new and very exciting stuff.
Is there a
So,
way that you could make your volume a little louder?
yes, is this better?
No.
Um, just a second. Can you hear me now, Dante? Dante, can you hear me now? Ah, now I can't hear you.
Can you reconnect the audio?
Yes, let me try. How about now?
No. It's really not, it's really quiet.
Okay, you can't hear me at all?
It's quiet. I don't like it. I'm gonna lose some
Ah,
words.
okay, yeah. Damn, I don't know what's going on. Uh, just a second. Can you hear me now, Dante? Dante, are you? I can't hear you now. Damn it. I think I lost you now. Are you still here, Dante? Oh, no, you're not. Okay, I think there was something with Dante's connection. We'll see. YouTube seems like it's still streaming, so hopefully Dante will reconnect and we'll get going. I know it's going to be worth it. Otherwise, we will probably uh, yeah, edit it. So uh, yeah, okay. Now it looks like Dante's back. Let's hope he can hear me. Right. Yes, you're back.
Okay, that's better now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Take a moment. Are you there?
Yes, I was just waiting for you to get back.
All right.
Okay, yeah. So
Yes, we are.
we have a question on YouTube, which is if there's going to be increased fear and stress in the world, how can we help loved ones who aren't as open to your guidance to focus on love?
This guidance is not something you need to believe in Pleiadians or extraterrestrials in order to share. It's very simple. It's, again, to act on your highest excitement, passion, love, or joy to the best of your ability without insisting on an outcome. There's nothing alien about it. So you need to start there. It's about connecting people to what they truly need and want. And so it might mean recognizing that their job does not really fulfill their passion. It might mean recognizing that their relationships aren't really fulfilling their passion. They're simply relationships that formed a long time ago. And attachment keeps them together without there being a real shared interest. It might mean recognizing that one's habits and daily routine rituals aren't really reflective of what they're excited about, but the fear of change is preventing them from trying on something new. You have to challenge the ones you love to discover what they love more than anything else and motivate them to change their beliefs so that they can do it, reminding them that they deserve to experience love and joy as well. And you don't need to tell anyone that the aliens told you that. If they don't believe in channeling, then don't mention that. If they don't believe in extraterrestrials, certainly don't mention that. You can translate this or any message into the language that another person speaks if you're willing to challenge yourself to see the world through their eyes for a moment.
So beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yes?
There's another question is that you mentioned that we all experience one version of the infinite versions of reality. So how do we stop or prevent ourselves from sort of hitting ourselves in the head, so to speak, when thinking about focus on what could have been in terms
When
of not feeling guilty?
her, you are in the best and highest expression of reality for you. You could have made a fatal mistake yesterday, but if you return into the state of love, joy, acceptance, and bliss, you're in the most relevant and highest vibration reality for you. That's all that matters. Your state of being is what matters. And so recognize that it's only your own mental attachment to yesterday's projected idea of what you wanted that makes it feel as if you've lost something. You can't lose out on what you really need. It is impossible because what you need is simple. You need to take good care of your body and experience positive connection with others and true, authentic, and courageous self expression. And this is possible in so many circumstances. And you'll find a way to meet these needs in all of those circumstances.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. We got two questions left. One is about the expectations of others versus promises that you have given to others. And in terms of soul contracts, for example, can you talk about if you know if excitements change and people feel drawn to other parallel realities or timelines, what have you? How do we deal with the earlier promises potentially, or even soul contracts, if it feels excited to break them, so to speak?
Everything changes. And so the very idea of a promise is counter to the flow of the universe. You couldn't promise forever because you'll die. Yet you use words like forever and always, making these statements that actually reinforce your attachment and other people's attachments to specific outcomes. And that becomes a hindrance for you. Oftentimes you make promises based upon a sense of inner lack, based upon a feeling that you're not enough. The word that you give to others or receive from others is a way of creating security. And of course, sometimes you need to promise to fulfill a certain goal with a certain person, to commit to a project. And this sort of commitment is different than some of the promises we were talking about. It's important, yes, to commit, but also open yourself to know that ever-changing nature of the universe. At the moment it stops serving you, you have the right to change, and you have the right to nullify that promise or that soul contract. And there may be pain or challenge or a sense of loss involved in that. Yet that's also part of what needs to be learned and experienced for all involved in order to grow as souls. If you struggle with how much your own state of being and your own needs and wants are shifting, maybe it's better to steer away from promises for the time being. Overcommitting is one of the most stressful things that is very normal in your world. There are many people out there whose stress is caused by the web that they have weaved with so many relations, and only few of them are actually meeting their own authentic needs. So let yourself be real about what you need and what you don't. Prioritize the connections that serve you the most.
Very beautiful answer. And we got the last question from YouTube, just came in. Question, in dealing with others, how much do I need to keep the boundaries of preferences, and when to sacrifice them?
We can't answer questions like this in cold, hard ways, because every situation is a very different opportunity and way of relating. The best thing to do is tune into your own heart. Yes. Does your heart lean into this relationship, or does it pull away? Does your heart lead into this compromise because what you get from it is worth what you sacrifice? Or does your heart lean away? There will always be some levels of compromise, but the best and strongest relationships are built upon shared values, shared interests, and shared passion. And so sometimes when you make these compromises because a relationship feels familiar or secure, you're mistaken in your own perception of security. If you don't have common ground, there isn't much space to stand on. So it's important that you become clear in yourself. Where is your boundary as to where you can't meet others and ways that you can't spend your time? By allowing yourself to pull back and keep time and space for yourself, if the ways others want to relate are not appropriate uses of your time and space according to your preferences, you will save that time and space for some other relationship or some other sort of engagement to fill it that might really represent a more coherent resonance with, again, your passions, your values, and your interests. And that will be more fulfilling to you.
Okay, thank you so much again for such a profound answer. I know the channel had a deadline today, so it feels like now would be a good time to end. And thank you so much, unless you have anything you want to add or share.
We want to say that the doors to other realms are always open, and all of you may connect with your own guides and let their energy in, tuning into the deep place in your heart and allowing this heart presence to connect upwards to the energy moving into your being from your crown will open up a gateway that allows for this cosmic energy to descend into your heart. The more you get comfortable opening this gateway and letting energy in from above and radiate from your center, the more you will find a spontaneous knowing of what you need to know when you need to know it. The more you let this energy in, the more you will feel that you as a being are beyond this human realm, yet just much here within it. You will experience a sense of uncanny connection with everything around you, inner moving of consciousness through various vibrations, beliefs, and stories. You will see that what happens within is constantly reflected. By opening your heart to this cosmic consciousness, you will find that you have a power beyond what you before believed. And sometimes the power of your faith may waver, though gradually, if you continue to open this gate again and again, your belief in the power of this cosmic force will only amplify more with time. Stay connected to those who strengthen your deep sense of connection to the cosmic forces and allow them to be constantly connected with you. These energies are what is guiding you on to these next chapters. And it will always be a source of life and support for you. You have an infinite wellspring of power within you already. And all so much of the suffering humans experience comes from a belief that you lack power. The more you connect with this energy, the more it will be beyond a doubt that your true power is deeply infinite and deeply wise. So we thank you and we wish you a fantastic rest of your day then.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Yay. Wow. Cool new stuff there. That's for sure.
Great, great, great.
Can't wait to listen to it again and transcribe it.
Fun. Thanks for tuning
Yeah.
in, everyone. Good
It's really
questions.
good to have you back on. Yeah, obviously. Dare I say it? Obviously. Amazing timing with what's going on and everything.
Oh, yeah. I plan to continue to do more. Um, there's been a lot going on the past months, and also needed to focus more on myself. I do what's exciting for me. I follow the formula too. If channeling isn't exciting for me and something else is, I listen to that. And that actually improves the channeling too when I get back to it because, you know, you can't give when um, it's not there. But
Yeah, you have to put on your own oxygen mask first, as the old saying. It's
oh well, it's not even about that. Like I didn't have the energy for it. It's just that I wanted to do something else.
yeah,
Yeah. So listen to yourself, and if the routine is getting boring, change it up and try something new. Um, and keep in mind that Mercury retrograde is really fun right now.
yeah. Awesome timing.
Yeah, okay. I need to move. I'm like, yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a really good day and weekend. That's all I can say for now.
Thank you, Dante.
Thanks for watching, everyone. DanteStarshine.com for all the information on what I do and what I offer, including channeling sessions, the channeling course, some channeled books, and probably some other things too on there. So have a peek, and I'll see you next